What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital. This video is brought to you on behalf of King Global Ventures, and we're here with CEO Robert Dzisiak. Pleasure to have you on today, Robert. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for your time.
Definitely. So I'm excited to be talking about the company. So can you give us an overview of King Global Ventures and its key projects? What makes your company unique in the gold, silver, and copper exploration space?
So King Global Ventures Inc. is a Canadian listed company on the CSE. We also have an OTCQB listing in the US under the symbol KDLF, and we also have a listing under Germany. And our flagship projects are in the Black Canyon District, Yavapai County in Arizona, just an hour north of Phoenix. So we have 133 continuous mining claims covering 247 acres. And as well as that, there are 12 former operating mines on our property. Two different geological events, one being Precambrian, and that's the Howard Copper Mine, which is on patented land, 160 acres, and we'll be drilling that off in February. And if we go back to the Howard or to the Silver Cord property, 11 of 28 historical gold and silver mines in that region are on our property. And so we think we found the source that fed all of those mines. We're quite unique in that we're looking at copper, which is in huge demand right now, a shortage of it, and silver and gold, which had great appreciation. So we have two unique projects. The Howard mine was an existing mine. It mined during the 20s and 40s, 100,000 tons. 5% copper was taken out. So it is a VMS deposit. The reason it closed is they couldn't get fuel rations during World War II. And so when we mine that out, when we're drilling it in February, we know where the ore body is. And so we're going to be drilling at depth, looking for mineralization under the old workings at 500 feet. So that's pretty exciting to us because as a junior company, this isn't an exploration hole. We're actually going to be drilling out a resource on that property.
Sounds like quite the property. So your flagship project include the Silver Cord property in Arizona and the Howard Copper Mine. Can you share more about the progress made on these properties and any significant findings or milestones achieved so far?
Sure. On the Black Canyon Mining District, out of 28 former producing gold mines, 11 are on our property, and they seem to be around the Silver Cord property, the mine that was there. So we did a 3D IP survey last February, and we also did a VTM survey in November. And it clearly shows that there's something big underneath the Silver Cord mine. These mines were historically horizontally drilled, and there are also two major faults that crosscut right underneath the Silver Cord. So we believe that we have found the source for all that mineralization there. So we're pretty excited about that. And given the fact that there's so many mines in that area. And on the Howard, it's a past producing mine through the 20s and 40s, produced 100,000 tons of 5% copper, so very high grade copper. The reason the mine ceased to operate was because they couldn't get fuel rations during the war effort, so it's been left untouched. So it is a VMS deposit, Precambrian rock. There are many copper mines in Arizona. It's the #1 copper state, a tier 1 jurisdiction, great infrastructure. We're only an hour north of Phoenix, and we'll be drilling that out sometime in February. And we're going to have a 2,500 meter drill program on 6 holes. And again, I think the big difference there from our other properties or other companies is that we know that there's a VMS deposit there, and we'll be drilling it out underneath the old workings, which went down 500 feet.
So King Global Ventures recently completed the acquisition of the Cleater project and retained market-making services. How do these developments position the company for growth in 2025 and beyond?
Well, Cleater is pretty unique. It's a ghost town. Peter Cleater, in the late 1880s, there were 4 different small-scale mines there. But there's a town, there's an operating bar, also a general store there, an old school. And that'll be our base of operations. So we have hydro water there. We're developing out as actually a cultural center. And it's only 6 miles from the Howard, a mile and a half from the Silver Cord property. So that'll be our base. And we hired VLP Market Maker Services. And so, they're a sanctioned market maker under the CSE Canadian regulations. And so they're helping us to tighten our bid offer. Also, on prior press releases, we've hired several firms to help us in marketing. We're going to pull out a new website and a new deck shortly. And our new website will be www.kingglobal.gold. So kind of a different name for us.
Great. So now let's talk about the future plans and vision for the company. So what are your main objectives for the next 12 to 18 months? And are there specific exploration or development milestones that investors should watch for?
Well, I think it's pretty key that we're drilling. And so we're quite unique, given that we've got a very tight share structure, 20.7 million shares. As of January 1st, 2.9 million in the bank. And that will enable us to complete our maiden drill program. So I think that's very unique and also a huge milestone for potential investors, that if we find anything of significance, given our tight share structure and market cap under $9 million at this point in time, we should have significant share advance. Again, the key thing about Howard is that it is a proven VMS deposit, high grade copper, 5%. So we'll be drilling into the old workings. So we are very enthusiastic about that, and also feel that we're going to find something. It's really a matter of the depth of mineralization and also the grade. And as the silver core I talked about before, given the VTEM IP surveys and all the historical mines in that area, we know that it's there, and we just have to drill that. So that'll happen after we drill out the Howard. So it's pretty unique to have a junior company with a tight share structure, cash in the bank, and two very strong drill targets, one being gold, silver, and one being copper.
So for prospective shareholders, why should they be excited about King Global Ventures? What sets your company apart from other junior mining companies in the market?
Well, I think we're in a tier 1 jurisdiction, great infrastructure, a place that's very safe, a great workforce that's here. Again, a very tight share structure, and that we're drilling two highly prospective targets. It's hard to find a junior company that can say that.
Definitely. So last but not least, commitment to shareholder value. So building shareholder value is a key focus for King Global Ventures. How do you plan to deliver on this commitment, and what steps are you taking to ensure long-term growth and success?
We've got a very strong management team. Our geological team, very seasoned. Andy Smith has found 7 VMS deposits during his life. He's in charge of the drilling and the geology. Also, our board of directors, quite sophisticated, successful. And so we're focused with 30% of our ownership being on the inside. Our interests are all aligned in order to move this forward. And again, we have multiple targets to go after, and we're just going to go after and do the best that we can.
Great. Well, thank you so much for the info, Robert. I know there's lots of news on the way, and it's going to be an exciting year for you guys and an exciting year in the commodity sector. So I look forward to covering the story. Best of luck, and also look forward to having you back on for more updates in the future.
Thanks for your time. I appreciate it very much.